get a sunflower. I think your love would be too much, or you'll be left in the dust. What's the word, VILX Nation? Yeah, I'm back. He's back. Can we get a round of applause? I'm back, yes sir. I want to know how the VILX Nation is doing. You just tell me how you feeling, VILX Nation. You just tell me. You relay how you feeling. You get me? Yeah. Reason why I haven't posted. I haven't been posting this week like hectically like last week, because last week I saw like the music that was coming up and I was like, okay, it's not that great. So let me give them quality during the week so that on Friday, you know what, it's not that cluttered. You see, tomorrow it's a great music Friday. We have Donda, we have Lil Durk's 13 new songs, we have Roddy Ricch 3 songs EP. Like, it's going crazy tomorrow. It's going crazy. There's some that I'm forgetting that I haven't even mentioned right now. We had music by Queen B, and I didn't wanna talk about it because it was dance, and I feel as though I took time to reevaluate my Drake listen, and I listened to Drake's music again, and it's the same thing that comes into my mind every single time. Not that he's 35, not that he has a son, none of that. What really resonates with me is the fact that I love the production. I mean, like, I grew around that type of sound. I love that. That production was wonderful. If Drake just took that and did what he did when he comes and he slides on other genres, I'd be happy. He has to at least try. Alright, the lyrics is the problem for me, because I just feel as though he was just like, okay, I'm gonna rush. This Universal deal can see me getting that cash. I'm ready to get that cash. We ready. That's the reason why I didn't feel like Rose and Cream, because I was like, okay, but that's also dance, and I feel as though if I post that one, then if I like that one, then it's going to be like, I haven't listened to it yet. I plan to, yeah, soon. Anyway, the reason for this video, let's get into it.
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't.
Done talking about music. This is a basketball video. The reason for this video, I was sitting in my bed and I was scrolling on the timeline, and yeah, and I saw a tweet by Skip Bayless on my timeline saying, on Shannon and Chop, KD to Miami ? And I was like, okay, now why is this popping up on the timeline? Everyone knows that KYRIE is at an impasse with the Nets, and you know, this creates a bit of a what if, and we know that KD hasn't spoken to the Nets front office ever since the first round sweep. The only team KYRIE leaves, that leaves KD in a very sticky situation. Number one, everyone knows that, because KD's not on the team. KD's not the type of player that can just sit back, relax. He wants titles. He goes to a team to win titles. It's been 2 years. The Nets have done nothing. The best they've gotten is to a second round defeat by Milwaukee Bucks, even though the circumstances weren't great, but KD tried all his best and it was just not enough. Let KD get to a team that's already a title contender. Miami Heat. Hear me out now. Hear me out. Biased? Of course, I am biased. But think about it. This is the best way for KD to shut all these fans up on Twitter. I am a heavy KD fan. Like, I don't get why Stephen A is challenging KD. I love Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is my guy because he comes in with his own thing. He's not a sheep. He is not a follower. He's a leader. He's a leader. Even if it's the wrong type of leader, Skip Bayless leads. He leads. So when he challenges KD, I'm like, oh no, but KD's still my favorite player, you know? And I was looking at KD's overall career stats. We have field goal percentage, 49.6. 50%. I see every second shot he takes, he's making it. Free throw percentage, 88.3. I might have written that down wrong, but it's 88. 3-point percentage, 38.3. Rebounds, 7.4. Points per game, 29.9. Assists, 6.4. which means he's dishing it out. He's getting it. He's tall enough to get 7 rebounds a game. Defense is very important at Miami. It starts with the defense. 29 points. Where we lack is when there looks like there's no creativity. When it comes to the half court defense that is set, it looks like we have nothing going for us. They're right in that. Jimmy will try get a foul and but then when it comes to the finals and they're not calling as many fouls and they're not doing this and that, it just becomes a different game where you need someone that can get you buckets no matter what. And KD scoring as much as he scores, he's a league MVP. He's got 2 finals MVP. He's got 2 rings. He was the best player on the Warriors. Even if they can say that no, KD needed Curry and everything, he was still the best scorer. He was the best player on that team. No one can deny that. He was the best player. He can shoot lights out from anywhere on the court, except half court in here to the half court. But still, KD gets put into these situations where it's like, okay, you got KD, Jimmy's still there. Okay, you got Jimmy, Bam is still there, and whoever stays behind from the trade, you still have talent on the bench. Talent. It's not going to take that much, depending on what you're going to give up. Maybe a Tyler Hero, maybe a Kyle Lowry. We still have a lot of pieces that we have, but we won't need to play them as many pieces as needed, because you still have a man who can give you 30 any night, who's giving you 25 a night minimum. Not even 25, 29 a night is what he regularly gives. So why do you need those role players? We ain't even worried about those role players. But even if you need him to calm down, you still have a Jimmy that can go a full length of the court, a full length of a game. You still have a Bam that can go a full game when needs be. You have dogs in Miami. And that's what KD needs to be looking for. I feel like that's what KD needs. Some people that are going to stick up for him when it's time. If you look at what the Nets have done to him and all the people that left him when it was time to be with him, I don't think KD's looking for that anymore. He's looking for stability. And the best place to find that stability is within the Heat culture. The Heat culture is what KD could be looking for. And what could lead him to his next rings? Not one. No, there's no way you're winning one. Turnovers 3.5. I feel as though this will drop, as though his usage percentage will go down way less. He has someone who can play the point at Miami, who can run the offense. Jimmy can dish out. Jimmy even said he doesn't need to be a scorer. He needs to be what his team needs him to be at that time, which means he's able to play defense. He is one of the best. He's one of the best two-way players in the NBA right now. He gives you greatness on offense and greatness on defense. Defense, he's not as like he gets those steals. And when it comes down to crunch time, he's focused. He is focused and locked in. So the turnovers will go down because his usage has also gone down. Maybe the points might also go down, but still, you still gain the same efficiency. His efficiency doesn't change. Steals is 1.9, and he'd focus on defense. So obviously, it will improve as he sees that the basketball IQ. You know, players elevate to where they are. Players see what they have to deal with, and they have to elevate the game. And KD is a player that is able to adapt very easy to his situation. You can put KD in any team, and he will thrive. But where he wants to go to a title contender. Assist 6.4, so he's a playmaker. He does what he needs to do. Block 0.9, he's a long guy. And the thing is that I was talking about this with my other friend, and I was like, okay, KD's not a sloppy defender. They just make him look sloppy because he had like a bad picture, like the one with Jason Tatum crossing him. He looks like but you're not going to attack KD all the time because of the length. No way. It's just a human mentality thing that when you see something that is long and you're not going to... Pause. Oh my. Oh my days. Anyway, that sounds bad. But when you see someone with a long wingspan, you're not gonna attack them when you go to the hoop all the time. You're not gonna be the main target. And even if the Miami's created switching, so it's going to play within his favor. Now the trade value. What do you trade in order to get KYRIE? I wouldn't mind because the only two pieces that are not movable from what I've seen is Bam and Jimmy. And it looks as though Bam is looking to incorporate the 3-point shot into his game as well, which means he's learning how to be a shooter. And he can defend 1 through 5. So I mean, like, with that type of core, you're already set. Now add KD to it. No matter who is around, you are still able to win a title with that core. As long as your core is strong, you can win. And that is the why I feel as though KD needs to come to Miami. We are the best team for him. You look at the other top teams. KD is the missing piece of what the Heat need. If we look at Philly, you really have James Harden, Joel Embiid, you know. Of course, if you add a KD, he's like, but I'm talking about what piece is needed. You already have a beast over there in the you already have James Harden with the dribbling. Where does KD? You know what I'm saying? You already have over there. You have Giannis, and then he wouldn't want to team up with Giannis. Come on. And I mean, like, Giannis has Chris Middleton, so already there's a system going. Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics, I mean, like, that's a good option. That's a very good option. But then you still have Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. It's more of a like, they don't need the scoring. It's just that their situation is turnovers. The turnovers that they give up in every situation is just too much. It's too much. So that's why you cannot, you know. That's why they did not win the title. Look in the West. I don't think KD's looking to go back to the West. But the Lakers, he doesn't really fit in there. The Golden State, you got Andrew Wiggins, bro. Portland is an interesting one, I would say. But I feel as though they don't have they don't have enough within that team to attract KD to say, okay, look, we're serious now. They traded for Jeremy Grant and they got what they needed in order to, you know, make something around Dame, but like it's not as enticing as coming to South Beach. Plus we have great weather. I was tweeting at KD telling him, listen bro, we have great weather. Number 35 on your back, red and black. I don't know. Mavs is also a good one, but I don't know. I feel as though Kevin Durant should honestly come to the Heat, and we will see a competitive NBA season. An MVP coming to Miami. Pat Riley has shown interest in the past. And Pat Riley ain't one not to seek a ring. And if we manage to keep PJ Tucker, that means we still have big defense. That means the defense is still on lock. Depends what you're willing to give up. I don't think he'll trade PJ Tucker. I don't think he will at all. And if we manage to get KD, I don't think PJ Tucker will even think of leaving. Let's see what we have to give up in order to get KD. And I feel as though that I don't need to worry, even if it's Tyler. I love Tyler Hero, but I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with the cause. Let's get KD. Get KD now. Hey yo, Pat Riley. Get KD right now. You know his stats. You know what KD can do. It wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be so awful. I mean, like, you have Donovan Mitchell, Bradley Beal. Okay. Why trade for Bradley Beal when you can trade for Kevin Durant? Why trade for Donovan Mitchell when you can trade for Kevin Durant, bro? All those three options aren't great on defense, but one is great at offense. Really great. Has 2 rings. He's an MVP. Whoa. Anyway, that's why I decided to come onto the channel today, just to tell you guys how I'm feeling. The NBA season is finished and football doesn't start till like September. I can't wait till we have international friendly, club friendly, so that I have at least something to watch. What right now, all I'm just watching is Minecraft Championship, and that's only once a month at the end of the month. So I've already got one for this month. So we don't have anything to watch. Yeah, I'm watching movies and everything, and obviously this is why I can be with you guys more. But when the sports season comes back, I'm not going anywhere. We telling you every week what we feel. Man United pattern up, sign some players, and yeah, Pat Riley, be sure to get Kevin Durant to Miami. And I'm out.